Back.
One.
Further. Back further.
Welcome to episode 10 of the Turbo Tuesdays
Yeah.
podcast! Yay!
Is that your impression of me?
No, it's not.
It's not your impression of Shelf.
That's fine then.
Too cheerful
Never
to be an
so
impression
mad.
of Shelf.
So, we've successfully made it to 10 episodes.
10
despite
episodes!
Many technical setbacks. and
Yay!
laziness.
It would have been last week, but I wasn't on the podcast, so obviously it died.
But you were there, CJ. I heard.
We had technical, non-CG related difficulties.
No.
CG related difficulties.
All the
are another
difficulties were
matter
related to
entirely.
me because they weren't there.
Anyway, so as you can tell, CG's here. I'm here, the host Robert.
Could
and
you
today
tell
we've
that was
got
me? Miles!
Miles is here.
Right there, staring at me. Miles, introduce yourself.
Hi, Miles.
There's Miles.
That's really it.
And
This
that's
is
Euan.
Euan. I was on the podcast. Was it 7? I think it was.
Ages ago.
It was ages ago.
And then,
Right
Xander.
behind me, breathing down my
Everyone
neck.
should know me by now.
if you don't know Xander by now.
He's
Anyway,
breathing down my
so
neck.
enough of that. So today we're going to try and catch up on all the fighting games news that we've missed over the past couple of weeks, which is mostly like new characters, a few tournaments, patch notes, because Xander wants to get into patch notes, the weirdo.
Yay.
I was just saying that those are possible topics.
Well, first up, let's get into what we all love, which is Killer Instinct. So we had a fab weekend versus Scotland run a combo clash event. It went well. It was good to watch you guys play.
Who ran a Combo Clash event?
Versus?
No, Electronic Dojo ran the Combo Clash event.
Ah, right,
Called
okay.
Versus Fighting.
Right, okay. Electronic Dojos ran a versus fighting event. I got the names wrong. My apologies. But yeah, they had a bunch of different games on. The one that I mostly cared about was Killer Instinct, obviously. Got to see a bunch of my mates that have come up here, like NBA Bay Mobius, NBA Disco Militia, CVA Smash King as well. And we got to see a lot of new players as well, which is good to see. And as always, at the Rob Valorac's come in putting on an impressive show as well. So it was really good to see a bunch of UK players all getting together for a tournament and generally putting on a really good show. So yeah, that was really fun.
It was a good watch. No, it was good to see the UK get a big Killer Instinct tournament. And I think that we should definitely all pull together. I know the irony of me saying that right now when we weren't actually there, but it's my niece's birthday. Leave me alone. But you know, it was good to see bigger numbers for KI tournaments in the UK, and hopefully we're just gonna there seems to be another good resurgence on the boards. Everyone's getting fired up about it, and hopefully we're going to see more people. Hopefully we see people come to the Shadow Crushes. If not, perhaps a potential event that's in November that might be happening that we don't talk about, but we know is going to happen anyway.
Who's going to take the crown, CJ?
Who is going to take the crown? Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, it's great to see KI grow. Great to see KI thrive, and I want to see more. I want to see people at Shadow Crush this Saturday playing some KI, because we're giving away a spot at the Combo Breaker Tour in Manchester down at the start of September. So got a month to get yourself ready after that, get your affairs in order, get yourself sorted out going down to Manchester, although chances are you're probably coming down in the car with me. 2 spots, top 2 spots, go through. But yeah,
man, I'm looking forward. It's going to be hype. We've got Street Fighter 5 as always, got Killer Instinct, that's our focus definitely. And we've got Guilty Gear running with a great turnout last month, where people coming away from like Dundee and stuff, turning up the schoolers at these games. So it's good to see we're getting back to Turbo Tuesdays form, where out-of-towners turn up and just smash us at our own games and then fuck off again. But in this turn, I think they're actually coming back and playing all over again, so that's going to be brilliant.
CG didn't stop coming, and that's how he started.
Yeah, but CJ was local for a while and then he moved away, so he got away on a technicality. So yeah, in other news, we have 2 new characters coming out. We've got Jury coming to Street Fighter 5, and we've got Idol coming for Killer Instinct. We have thoughts on Idol first.
Already
a
out,
little longer.
But hey, barely even ever.
Yeah, well, they're out, that's fine. But yeah, so Idol is already on the way to getting nerfed, so GG's Iron Galaxy for another fantastic boss character, who's somehow I find less broken than Gargos, but my hatred for Gargos will burn eternally. How are you guys finding Idol?
a lot of fun.
He's fun.
I personally enjoy Gargos. I play with him quite a bit ever since the Arbiter. And since Maya is getting fucked once again, I'm just going to stick with Idol, and then they'll fuck Idol.
Well, they're taking away his jumping heavy punch shenanigans, that's for sure, or at least nerfing them. But I really like the way that he changes between warrior and wizard form. I say wizard, but I can't remember if it's right.
Mage.
Yeah, he's mage form. But the two forms play completely differently, and it's great to just kind of watch players adjusting to being forced to change, and then bashing themselves in the head to reactivate their other form. which is hilarious to say the least.
He's
But yeah,
definitely
he's
a
working
character
good.
that you need to know how to use both zoning and rush down to use, otherwise you're going to get fucked.
Aye. I could see him really appealing to people that like stuff like Gen or characters that have got different forms or switching stances. So if you've got a good knowledge of a character or multiple different setups, it comes in handy for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's generally really good. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I'm not as teary-eyed over him as I've seen over other characters, but he's got a great design, he's got some good moves. Definitely look forward to playing as a more, or at least seeing him turn up at some tournaments. There was a couple of surprise counter picks of Idol through the versus Scotland versus event.
Well,
That's just fine, yeah.
we
No,
might see him this weekend anyway, because Kyle has picked up a bit of Idol being a boss character, and Kyle's recurring thing in KI is, let's play the bosses.
Let's play the cheap ones.
True. So what about Judy, ladies and gentlemen? Well, gentlemen, since we have no ladies here.
come
Yeah,
down,
gentlemen.
ladies.
Well, yes, Mitchell is possibly a lady, but he's all the way over there and can't defend himself. So yeah, Jury, I have still not had a chance to play her yet, despite having almost an hour to myself in the past couple of weeks. It's amazing. But I love her design, I love the move set.
Love
I
the
really just
voice.
want to spend some time. Her voice is annoying as fuck, but other than that, everything else is fine.
That felt good, didn't it?
But she's a really fun character. I can't see myself putting in the time required to get good as her, because she's very complicated.
I'm trying to get good with her because I'm trying to main her. That's all I gotta say.
Fair enough, man.
She's
Well, you
kind of
just-
tricky to
You
use.
just
honestly.
work on it, Miles.
Yeah.
You work on it, you find out the right on-air buttons. Maybe we should play some games sometime and we'll go over it.
If only we had a
perfect.
regular date that we could sit
Only
down
we had
and
a
actually
regular
run
day
these
where we
things.
could just
Yeah,
play
it just
games.
doesn't seem existing.
Like a
does it?
Tuesday every
I know.
week or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, everyone's
Anyway,
busy on a
We'll,
Tuesday.
we'll knock something out. We'll work something out for that. Some kind of
Yeah.
Tuesdays. But yeah, so yeah, that's the characters. We're covering a bit of tournament and stuff. Got any other news, fighting games wise?
No fighting games wise, no.
Cool. Well, I think we've got Euan come in and lead us on the new Pokemon changes coming up for Sun and Moon, because we're also quite. Some of us are a bit more hyped for Pokemon than others, but I think there's
Yeah.
a general undercurrent of.
I think
Pokejoy
now
pervading the room.
that Turbo Tuesdays and the kind of what was Pokemon Sundays have kind of just joined together because it's such a massive space, and Pokken's kind of a crossover as well.
Mm.
But those two little flaming homos, what are their names again? If they're listening,
Craig
Craig and Josh. I know your names. I just wanted to call you a pair of flaming homos. But no, and everyone's laughing. Do you know why? Because we're bullies. But also because, by the way, Craig, you can't stealth rock twice unless someone's rapid spinned or defogged it away. You idiot. Anyway, and Josh is just a bender. He's got an earring. Pretends he's got a girlfriend.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that,
I've seen
folks,
that
is
shit.
the Pokemon Chaos.
Yeah.
Kyle and one, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it.
No, the recent news was quite interesting actually with the Alola form business, and we just did a double battle where we pretty much swapped round a couple of times and ran several battles like that, and I showed that I have quite possibly a life, but with that life I spend a lot of time moving around fictional monsters and giving them moves and stuff to do, and I was able to talk about it, and I thought when Sun and Moon comes out and everybody gets back into the Poke Fever, because that's why I think Pokemon Go was reintroduced, to get the fad back up and running again, which it has. This is not the end of this franchise, but I think with the new characters for Sun and Moon coming out, I can probably see something becoming popular and making its way into Pokken. I think it might end up happening, be like downloadable
Pokem's already
content.
got Darkrai coming as its first DLC character.
Yeah,
He's going to be hitting Japanese arcades soon, so...
So I'm thinking, like, can you imagine? I mean, that was what happened with Greninja and Smash Brothers as well. It was so popular in its generation. I don't know why, but
Ninjas are cool.
I don't know.
Getting that silly Ash Greninja form is coming.
I think that was Greninja and Togekiss can fuck
Didn't
right
Ninja
off.
are
But I think that looking at some of the new ones already, people have got favourites like the Beware, like the big bear thing. That's probably going to that might get a bit of hype.
Are cool.
I think out of all the things I've seen, I really like the idea of things that have different forms, but the Executor thing is canon. There's you've probably seen it online, the old box for some Pokemon merchandise, and there's a Mankey holding on to a long-necked Executor.
Yep.
So that's been building up for a while. But the thing
is
is,
Pokedex entry, I believe.
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
And it grows longer in tropical climates.
yeah, for some reason,
Finally,
they never put
that
for,
entry is paid off.
yeah, finally after like almost 2 decades, poor kind of
I wonder-
armless walking plant, which mine, by the way, that I run on a team's called Agadoo, because I'm baller like that, and I'm really funny.
I keep
But
expecting you to do it right.
The point is the thing I saw today
can't hear
was the new,
I can't hear the hits.
the new released one. Can you still hear me? Because
Yeah, of course.
people being really rude. Piss.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk about a sandcastle Pokemon. It does exist, Ghost and Ground, I think.
I believe
How
so.
mental
It's
is
definitely
that?
Ghost.
Like, they are running out of inanimate things to put eyes on.
See,
Really?
I like it because I've always been of the impression that the Pokemon for an area are based on where the game is set.
Yeah.
So like Pokemon kind of form from the land that they're in. So if you're in a place that's full of beaches and like volcanoes and also inexplicably snowy mountains, you're going to get Pokemon that grow differently.
Yeah, which is like the
as a
things
lore
for the
thing.
Alola forms. But the sandcastle, I instantly thought when I saw it, how's that going to work in Pokken? Like, is it going to become an arena?
Well, you
instead-
know what? Chandelure runs. Chandelure
Yeah, in
runs
fairness, the first time I played Pokken, I went Chandelure.
which is
and-
OP and cheap.
Yeah, well, I
Full
thought
screen grabs.
I thought that it was just because it was cool, and I thought, I wonder how it's going to work. And then I think it was Daniel was hitting me with like fighting type attacks, and I was like, that should be immune to that. This
Still
game's
a fighting
stupid.
game, though, eh?
I know it is a fighting game, but I wouldn't give up the faith. But yeah, so I think that probably the way Sun and Moon comes out. I mean, it's out in November, so it depends how long. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be like a Pokken 2 or something like that, but they don't think they'll cram it full of characters. They'll wait and see where the hype lies, and Game Freak will probably be like, let's just for a laugh put in like Kecleon or something, even though Kecleon's really cool. They'll be like, we're going to put Kecleon in.
Bandai have shown that they're not afraid to just step in with like the weird ones. Like you'd expect it just to be fighting types, but they've skipped some really popular fighting ones and went with like Suicune or
Yeah.
Chandelure for that. But something like the good thing about Sun and Moon, I'm thinking, is that a lot of the new Pokemon, like you were saying earlier, bring transformations at about 50%. So you're no longer just having to deal with one Pokemon for its entire life bar. Suddenly you're going to be dealing with like a different thing.
Yeah,
that's
things
changed.
that play different.
Or it's got an ability that will kick in. Or some of them, like there's one that's it's got like a coward type thing, and if
Yeah,
it
the-
takes enough damage, it runs away.
Wimp out, it just runs away.
Yeah, so
Which
things like that are going to
it's
completely change how
Gonna
you run games.
a new levels of strategy, and I'm thinking where it pertains to the actual, like the double battling that we were doing earlier. There's all these sets and ideas that over the last maybe 3 years we've had an opportunity to do. Like people, like the way that I used the Sylveon today, for example, and the way that I use Donphan. And now it's going to get to a point where it would be amazing, like for example, if Donphan appeared in Pokken, I think that'd be brilliant. I just wonder how you would, how you would make a small square elephant thing fight in a fighting game. I think that'd be brilliant. But I think after a while, things are probably, there's going to be sleeper, I think that's a term that's kind of used on the internet at least, sleeper ones that are like, for example, like Sandslash just came out of nowhere, this new form.
Yeah.
Something's going to kick off, I reckon, and it's going to appear in Pokken, and it's going to become, hopefully, maybe I'm wrong, I'm not predicting anything in particular, but I think something is going to take off, and it'll be probably as popular as Greninja was, or as popular as like Blaziken and something like that, and it'll take everybody by surprise. Maybe it's going to be that pink and black bear thing, who knows, but
That would be a
I have
nice
no
obvious
idea.
choice, something nice and humanoid.
did the Charizard, it's bound to be in Pokken as well, and
Charizard's in
yeah,
there.
it's in
I
Pokken.
mean,
Do you think they're going to, like, they might have that Mimikyu doing something? Now that's really not good, and I'm
Mimikyu
wondering
would be
who's
a good-
doing it.
Yeah,
Who's
Mimikyu would be a
phoning it,
good
is it?
support.
It's my
And that-
friend.
What?
who
Mimikyu would be a
should
good support in Pokken.
Yeah, I
Just comes
think
out,
so.
attacks a hit for you.
That
So-
would work.
Have we got any other news, any other business we want to cover? Any other banter you want to have? I mean, we've got a little bit of time.
Akuma has been nerfed the hardest I have ever seen a character nerfed in Tekken 7.
Oh, is this the Akuma changes?
Yeah, pretty much nothing he has not been nerfed.
Yeah, which is a shame because we were all looking forward to completely destroying everybody with a completely OP Akuma. And now it's just like,
We
oh,
could
well.
all be Kyle.
It's basically season 3 karma. It's like, remember how you were really, really, really good? Well, nah, fuck all that shit. Just get rid of it. Oh, yeah, it's gone. All your moves are different. You're just, no, you're shit now. Sorry, mate.
That's
Move
right,
on.
it's getting nerfed, but we won't know until we see it if it's like if he's bad now or if he's still broken, just a little bit less broken.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, Tekken. I need my hands on Tekken. I want to be playing Tekken. I wish we were
Same.
running Tekken soon, but closest we get is early next year as well. So, at least we can say we've got plenty of fighters coming, and we've still got KOF coming at the end of this month, 27th.
26.
Yeah.
And then we've got a nice wee gap, and then we've got Tekken and Justice 2 early next year. So, plenty to keep us going over the Christmas period and then into the new year as well. Right, well, if no one else has got any other news, I think we'll wrap up there. Thanks
Okay,
for a final successful podcast that actually worked where nothing broke, which is always a good sign.
And
Well-
CG didn't throw a tantrum.
CG really throws a tantrum. CG throws just enough tantrum for me to get aroused at the thought of him being
Whenever
angry.
we're throwing a tantrum on the podcast.
Arousing.
Well, there was last week.
I wasn't on the
We did.
podcast.
Hey, where? I heard you.
No,
You're shouting about all the people you hate.
I wasn't on the podcast.
Anyway, players play games, podcasters talk.
I can do both.
Right, okay, so can I get a goodbye from everybody?
Goodbye.
Bye
Bye.
Wait, Xander never said goodbye.
Bye, guys.
bye. Bye everybody.
Right.
Now he said
Okay,
Bye.
thanks guys, hopefully we'll get another one out next week. If
Laters.
not, I'll just blame it on technical difficulties and leave it for a while.
and Miles.
Yeah, usually.
And Miles, yeah. Goodbye.